Labor Code 2802, you should be reimbursing employees for any business-related expenses. Any business-related expenses, okay? This is important, folks. If they're buying tools, if they're buying equipment, if they run down and pick up some water for you because you ran out of water bottles at the office, you should be reimbursing them for those things. That seems pretty easy. Well, here's the problem. This is where we run into issues. Well, what happens if they go out and they purchase personal protective equipment, right? Something that's necessary for them to perform their job safely or safely to their own standards. Is that going to be a reimbursable expense? Right now, the answer is yes. Because if they have to have that to do their job, then it's a legitimate business expense and you should be reimbursing them. Now, I joke about this all the time because we have employers, especially larger manufacturers, that may have like a contract with Red Wing Boots or something like this, so they've got steel-toed boots for all their employees. But sometimes these employees, though, they're going to go out and they're going to be like, well, we don't want the Red Wings, we want, you know, a higher class boot, right? So we want this $800 boot, not the $250 boot that you'll buy for us. Are you required to reimburse in that situation? No, because you offer a comparable product for them to perform their work and they choose not to do that. So you don't even reimburse them the $250 that you would have paid them for the Red Wing boots. You're not required to. They're not using the equipment that you provide or that you offer to them. They can go and choose whatever they choose to have, and that's on them. For those folks who use tools, right? I love the Snap-on tool guys, by the way. These guys are awesome, right? You may have a tool crib in your manufacturing facility, right? Where there are plenty of wrenches and stuff like that. But a lot of these guys, they're like, first of all, they're too lazy. I don't want to walk all the way across the facility to go grab the tool. She's nodding over here. She's like, oh, hell yeah. Or they're like, oh, I don't like the tools you use, so I'm going to go out and buy my own set. So I've got them sitting at my workstation, and they're my tools and that kind of thing. Well, there's a really weird conundrum going on with tools right now. And basically, technically, if an employee is providing their own tools to perform the essential functions of the job, you have to be paying them at least 1.5 times the minimum wage. Or you can just buy them the tools or buy the tools from them. Here's where things get really funny, because the employees themselves are like, no, I don't want you to buy the tools because then I got to leave them when I go to another job. And the answer is, yeah, you do. And oh yeah, by the way, we're not going to pay you minimum wage 1.5 times because we don't want to do that. We're offering to buy your tools at half that cost. And if they refuse, you get a signed agreement, and then you go, there you go, you're safe, you don't have to worry about that.